Right now, the question over whether Nicolás Maduro's transfer to the United States, his arrest and forcible transfer to the United States, whether it was legal or not, is going to be one of the more complex legal questions that any court, certainly in the United States, has faced in a long time. Because the simple answer is unknown. And it really depends on who you're asking. I think a lot of what we're seeing right now in the media is portraying this as a violation of international law. And frankly, it probably is a violation of international law. There is no law that says just because somebody has an arrest warrant or just because a grand jury has reached an indictment that you can go into another nation and forcibly remove or essentially abduct any citizen, whether it be a head of state or not. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. There is extradition. This is clearly not a case of extradition. Nobody reached out to Venezuela from the Department of Justice or our government and said, do we have permission under an extradition treaty to remove him with your cooperation? Will you send him to us? That obviously did not happen here, as the country doesn't recognize a legitimate government in place. So there's no one to negotiate an extradition with. The country went in and forcibly removed him. And I think the question that, at least as a criminal defense practitioner in the federal courts in the United States, is really most pertinent is that what effect does it actually have on his case here in the United States? And the answer is very little to possibly none. And that's a big challenge. There is precedent in our country from the Supreme Court and from previous cases that says whether or not somebody's arrest is lawful, if it's based on probable cause and the person has made it to the United States and they're appearing before a United States court, the manner of the arrest, the forcefulness of the arrest is actually not a basis for dismissal. And the court really doesn't even consider it. There is precedent on that. And I believe that's going to be the precedent that the Department of Justice and the Trump administration has certainly well researched and is well versed in before making this decision. The forcefulness, the legality of the arrest is actually not such an important question when it comes to can the court proceed with a prosecution that was based on a valid grand jury indictment. So, was it legal under international law? Was it a violation of state sovereignty and UN charters? Probably was. What effect does that have on whether he can still be prosecuted, convicted, sent to prison? Quite frankly, it's probably going to be none based on precedent in this country.